Hello and welcome to NCBA's Cattlemen to Cattlemen. I'm Kevin Auctioner. Thanks for joining us. Across America, cattlemen and women work every day to care for their families, their land, and their animals. However, there are significant threats to that effort. Weather is always a challenge, as are uncertain cattle prices. But in the past decade, one of the growing threats to the way of life for those who make their living from the land has been federal policy making and regulation. In light of that, we asked cattlemen and women to share a message they would most like to deliver to members of the U.S. Congress.
My message to Congress would be keep the people who produce your food and fiber in this United States in your thoughts when you make laws. The laws they make are sometimes not conducive to production of wholesome, good foods in the volume we need in the United States and around the world to feed our population.
It's not that we're against all rules or regulations. We just want it to be fair to where we can still function and operate and not be the extremes.
I would like to remind Congress that the farmers and ranchers of this country really are the backbone and the foundation of this country. And it's an economy that is really always there, and it employs people, it feeds people, and if they can please use the common sense approach to our industry and allow us back at the farms and ranches to do our business in the best way we know possible, and with as little as interference as they can give us.
I'd really like to tell them, leave us alone. Get rid of cool, get rid of waters, get rid of the death tax. Just those three things would make a real difference, not just in the cattle industry, but in agriculture.
My message to Congress would probably be to just realize that we are doing our best already out here on the farm and ranch, and that if they would come out and visit or spend some time walking in our boots, they would find that we really are doing a good job, both for the environment as well as for the cattle and for economics. We're pretty important to the economics of the United States, and I think they know that. They just think that they need to regulate us.
Given the policy and regulatory challenges that exist today, the producers who serve on the board of the National Cattlemen's Beef Association approved a membership dues increase this summer with a goal of making a greater impact in Washington, D.C. NCBA President Philip Ellis, who is a Wyoming cattleman, explains the purpose of this dues increase.
The dues increase that we've adopted at the 2015 Summer Conference is dedicated to first going to Washington, D.C. and to our policy work. This was very important to our stakeholders, to our members, to our state affiliates, and so that was part of our whole grassroots discussion about the dues increase, to increase our footprint, if you will, in Washington, D.C. We have a great team there. With more help, we can have a better team. If we have 3 guys on our ranch, we can move cattle very easily. But if we have 5 guys, as we often gather 5 guys together, we have some on point and some on swing and some on drag, and we can move the whole herd. And that's what we want to do in Washington, D.C. with this dues increase. We want to increase and properly fund that office, properly staff that office so we can move our issues in the right direction for us as cattle ranchers and for everyone along this beef family and the beef industry.